Um, my personality, I'm from the southeastern part of the country. My hobbies are I like traveling, like driving, like reading, like playing games, especially football games. I like playing football, real football. All my likes, I like honesty. I hate um, dishonesty. I like humility, and I hate people that are not humble.
Okay, my hobbies are football, meditation. I like football. I like playing football. I would like watching football. And I like meditation. It's an avenue through which I hear and listen to God. It has impacted and grown my life so much. And secondly, I don't like people that are too fond of themselves. I like people that are polite, people that are humble.
I wouldn't say I'm not in a serious relationship. Should I put in parentheses, in quotes? It's complicated. So I would say I'm not in a relationship so that I'll not get things complicated. Yeah, I've always wanted a beautiful woman, tall, beautiful, fair in complexion, a decent woman, and a woman that is intellectually sound, a woman that is most precisely medically oriented. But I'm not saying that she must be medically, but I want a medically oriented woman, and she must be God-fearing, and she must know how to cook.
Okay, I am not in a relationship. I feel that this is a time for me to maximize my singlehood. It's a time for me to build my capacity. It's not a time for me to look for focus, because what I build will determine the height I will go in the nearest future. I think that I should appropriate a maximum focus.
Especially in the fellowship, my experience in school, especially in the fellowship, I could recall some years ago I was called to anchor an event, a matriculation ceremony, and I was taken unawares. I just woke up from bed that morning and I came for morning prayers, and I was told I was going to anchor an event, a matriculation party. And to crown it all, it was wow. I didn't expect it, but the fellowship have really groomed me. They really brought me up to a stage whereby I have been nurtured, I've been groomed to stand and talk to people. The fellowship have also impacted my life through the drama unit, that's the ambassage. We've ministered to people, we've touched life, and so I've met friends. The school, I would say the school have done me well, yes, and the school have not also done me well. Academically, my school, I would say, well, not really into what I wanted practically. My worst days in school, I remember some years ago I was denied for writing exams because something happened. I couldn't write the exams, and I cried, and I was touched. It was my worst day in school. And my happiest day in school was the day I got admitted, the day of my matriculation. That was the most excited day I had in school.
My experience in future has been enormous, because when I got admission into this great institution, it was like a sweet and a sour taste, because I got admission into a department that I never wished to, philosophy of science and technology. But in the course, I bent on following the school preceptor. Then along the line, I was migrated to another department. So it was an unusual experience, moving to a new department with a new philosophy and a new environment. Adapting to the system was something very difficult, but by God's grace, I could be able to keep up. And secondly, my experience in fellowship is awesome. That is the best moment I had in this school. When I became the prayer coordinator of this great fellowship, it's really a pivotal towards my spiritual life, what I will ever be, both in life and spiritual aspect is anchored in that platform because I learned a lot. It built me. It really enlightened me in so many categories. I really appreciate this great fellowship.
5 to 10 years, yeah, within that range. By God's grace, within the next 5 years, I should be a happily married man with handsome and beautiful kids and with a beautiful wife. I should be well to do. In the next 10 years, I see myself impacting lives. I've always wanted to be a philanthropist. I've always wanted to touch lives. There's a saying that says being rich is not just being rich in your pocket. It's all about touching lives. So I've always believed in touching lives. So I want to reach out. In the next 10 years, I'll be able to reach out to some people, touch lives in different places, and ascertain a very good level academically. I should have done my master's, and I should be a practitioner of my profession medically. That's where I also see myself in the next 5 to 10 years.
In the next 5 to 10 years, I feel that I should be at the center of my calling. I should be at the point of my purpose. I should be driving the engine, not at the starting point. I should be impacting life. I should be administering life, giving a meaning to people's life through my challenges and through the things I face in life. I could tell people that they can go further despite what they are seeing at the present. And secondly, in family-wise, I should be happily married with kids. And
my advice to the ones coming up, just like the Bible said, it said, by strength shall no man prevail. And also the Bible also said, it's not of him that willeth, not of him that runneth, but the Lord that showeth mercy. Now, I always tell people this, it is not by your strength. Futo has been a very hectic, in fact, people call it frustration under tension, oriri. But God has kept us tossed this far. I know so many of my mates that started with me, they couldn't complete it. It's not as if this person were not intellectually or mentally okay, but they were either derailed by something kept them. Some people went into drugs, but the grace of God has kept us. Now, my advice to the young ones coming up, those that are sitting down, I'm talking to you out there. Always make the word of God your watchword. The grace that have kept us will keep you. Always embrace the love of God, and I tell you, you will never get it wrong. Secondly, your priority in school is your academics. So I will admonish every one of you to take your academics seriously. In as much as you're taking your spiritual life seriously, your academic life should also be serious. Because at the end of the day, if you stay 5 years in Futo without fulfilling destiny, my brother, it's not going to be sweet. So to crown it all, your spiritual life and your academic life have to be entwined. They have to be together. They have to merge so that they will blend. So my advice to the young ones coming up is that make your academic life and your spiritual life balance on an equal scale. Thank you very much.
My advice to you over there is that no matter who you know, if you don't know God, you don't know anyone. And no matter who is absent, if God is present, you are with the majority. God always spearheads every of your activities. Make sure that God keeps guiding you. God will never lead you astray in the aspect of your academics. God needs your academics in the future. It will stand like a sword with which we will use to emanate or to implement or manifest what God has deposited in you. Your academic is one of the tools. So I feel that you should hold on to your academics. Be committed and be dedicated. A diligent man always stands firm.